Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today is going to be a very informative video for a lot of people in retail and a very informative video for people that are looking to get a cell phone. What is the best cell phone out there to buy? And for me, my choice is the cell phone you could actually figure out. For a lot of people watching this video, you're much younger than I am, and in my life, I've only had 3 cell phones in my life. Now, can you imagine that? When a lot of people are getting a cell phone every year or every second year. But I did not have a cell phone for the first 40 years of my life. Well, for the first 40 years of my life, well, a lot of stuff wasn't invented, and one of them was the internet, cell phones, microwaves, all this kind of stuff, right? So this video is going to be a little bit of a chuckle for you that are the younger generation. And for me, the best cell phone is the one you can figure out. So this is my old cell phone. And this is the Samsung 3. And what are they up to now? 11, 10? I'm not too sure. But this is a pretty old cell phone. And before that, I had a Samsung. I'm not even too sure what the name was. I'm not up on cell phones. How many of you guys are really into this cell phone stuff? I'm not really into it that much. I mean, I do very little on a cell phone. I make a phone call, text message, that kind of stuff. A lot of people my generation are not fanatics. You'll never see somebody my age walking across the crosswalk like this banging on a phone, because we don't do that, right? So, okay, so this is the Samsung S3, and I want to tell you a little bit of a story first before I let you know what kind of phone I end up getting last August. Okay, so this phone, I could not update any more updates after the first 2 years I've had it. And I've had this phone, I don't even know how long, but a long time. And what happened was I could not update this phone. So consequently, over time, some of the apps would not work on this phone. And one of the apps was my Instagram. I would press it, it would load up and then drop out. Load up and then drop out. Well, finally I got fed up of that, and then it said to reset my phone. I reset my phone and the stupid phone wouldn't turn back on. It wouldn't work right. It was just a nightmare. So I figured, okay, I've had this phone long enough, time to get a new phone. Now this phone here has a button here that you just press, and I like that because I would just press the button, the screen would light up, and I would press the off button to cancel a telephone call. I liked it. It was very simple. So I phoned up my carrier, which was Virgin Mobile. I had great service with Virgin Mobile, just terrific. I liked being a customer of theirs. Well, I was a customer of theirs, and this is where it gets very interesting when you're working in retail. So I phone up Virgin Mobile and I say, look, I need a new phone. This phone I got doesn't work anymore, so I need a new phone. And they said, no problem. We can ship you a phone. It'll be there within 5 days. I said, look, is the prices the same between online, talking to you, or if I just go right now and go to one of your Virgin Mobile stores and just buy a phone? And they said the same price, same thing. So I said, okay, so I got a store like 10 minutes away from me. He said, sure, just go there and tell me you need a new phone. Well, I said, okay. So off I go, me and my wife, we head out to the store. I walk in there and I said, I want this phone. He goes, okay, what's your cell phone number? So I tell him, and he goes, okay, so what plan do you want? And I said, I already have a plan. I just need a phone. My other phone broke down. I phoned Virgin. They said, just go here and give you a phone. And I thought, okay, give me a phone. Well, it didn't quite work out like that. First thing he says is, no, you need a new plan. I said, need a new plan? I've had this plan for the longest time. I don't need any other plan. I don't need no data. I don't need none of this stuff. I just want a new phone. I want this phone. No, can't sell you a phone. I'm going, what do you mean you can't sell me a phone? And I go like, I could be a little sarcastic sometimes, right? I start looking around like this. I said, is this Virgin Mobile? Yeah. You don't sell phones. He goes, no, we don't sell phones here. And I'm going, well, what do you do here with all these phones I see all lined up against the wall? Well, you got to get a plan. If you don't have a plan, we can't sell you a phone. I said, well, I already got a plan. I'm already hooked up with Virgin. My phone doesn't work. I need a new phone. You'll have to look elsewhere. What you're going to do, this is what he's telling me. There's two fellas there. This is what you got to do. You got to go and shop around now and get yourself an unlocked phone, or go back and phone Virgin and tell them to ship you a phone. I said, well, the reason why I'm here is I don't want to wait 5 days. I just want a phone. Sorry, can't do that. We've never sold a phone, he says. We have never sold a phone yet without a plan. You're going to have to upgrade your plan, and of course we can give you a phone. I said, so you want me to go somewhere else? So he goes, yeah. I said, okay. So, wife says, let's go over to Best Buy. So I said, Best Buy sells phones? That's how clued in I am. Yeah, they sell phones. I said, okay, let's go over to Best Buy. So I go over to Best Buy, and I says, I need a new cell phone. What kind of cell phone do you want? I said, I want that one right there. And they said, it's $399 on sale right now. I said, okay, I'll take it. I said, what's your telephone number? So I give them my telephone number, my cell phone number, and they have access to look at what plan you have with your other carrier, which I had no idea. Okay, this might be a long video. I'm not too sure, but I'm going with it. Okay, so this young girl says to me, look, what you're paying for your plan, I was paying $32 a month plus tax. She goes, for $2 more a month, I get you that phone for free. You just have to sign a contract for 2 years with Kudos. Now I'll tell you something about this Kudos. I had no idea about this Kudos before, but my daughter has this Kudos. She's attached with Kudos. Now, Kudos, I believe, is with, I'm not too sure if it's Rogers or Telus. Anyways, it's with one of them. And Virgin Mobile is with Bell Canada for their cell towers. And up at my camp, my daughter gets way better reception with Kudos using the, I don't know if it's Telus or Rogers, but one of them. And everybody that comes to my place up north gets better reception if they have Rogers or Telus, because them towers are the closest. I mean, they're way off in the distance, but you know what? I've had this phone long enough. I get excellent coverage now compared to having my phone tied to Virgin with Bell. Now that has nothing to do with Virgin, it's just how close the towers are, right? So she says, I can get you that phone for free. It's $2 more a month for 24 months. After the 24 months, the phone is yours and your plan drops down to $25 a month. And I'm going, okay, don't take too long for me to get the math going here. And I'm figuring, okay, I like that. I like that idea. So this is the phone that I got, and it just goes to show with marketing, poor marketing on the, I guess the idea behind Virgin not selling you a replacement phone is just telling me, you know what, buddy, get lost and go shop somewhere else kind of thing. But I will tell you, I got a phone call from Virgin Mobile that day, that night after the girl had switched all the phone over, switched me from Virgin Mobile to Kudos, and I got a phone call. Woman says, I'm just curious. And of course she phones the same telephone number because you take your old number with you to your new service, right? So she phoned me up. She says, I'm just curious, just doing a little bit of a information kind of a video of not a video, of a kind of a service call on why you left Virgin Mobile. And I said, because you told me to. So anyways, I tell her the whole story. And she keeps telling me no. I said, yeah. And I said, yeah, they told me that they don't sell phones, to go shop somewhere else. She goes, no. And I says, yeah. And I says, like, what's going on here? She goes, you know, that's very odd, because this woman who called me from Virgin Mobile says, I did the exact same thing you wanted. My phone broke down. I went to Virgin Mobile and I got a new replacement phone. And I'm going, did you go inside the store or did you order it online? She goes, well, I went inside the store. And I said, well, I tried that. So I told her, I said, look, this is exactly where I went. You talk to the guys at your Virgin Mobile store in the plaza and find out what's going on, because I'm not a customer no more. You told me to go somewhere else. I needed a phone. She goes, well, you know what? I really don't blame you. So anyways, this is what I got. Well, first of all, I got this case. Well, while I was there, they threw in, this whole thing cost me like 75 bucks. Right? I couldn't believe it. The whole thing was like 75 bucks by the time I'm finished. So I got this Roots case. Guys, I have nothing to do with any of these products. I'm not selling nothing. And I like it because it's got like an adjustable doohickey on the back here, just to hold your phone, right? Okay, so this is the phone I got right here. Now this is the Samsung A50. I have no idea what most of this phone does, but there's some features on here that I find interesting. You just tap it twice and the phone lights up. There's all, you know what? I just use a phone. Hello, that's it. It's got a speaker here and it's got a speaker here. And you know, this thing charges up so fast. It's got like a 25 watt charger compared to the old ones are like 5 watt. This thing charges up like you wouldn't believe. Lasts me the whole day. This thing is just awesome. So I got all my apps all arranged there. And now I am actually using my phone for the first time for doing internet stuff, like you know, replying to all my different comments on my videos on both my channels. And you know, I love this thing. So I mean, I really don't know what to say about a lot of people who make YouTube videos on showing how great a phone is, or the, you know, showing all the specs and the features and everything. But the only thing that I want to point out is if you take a look down the bottom, you see the 3 little icons there? Well, when I first got this phone, I couldn't get anything to work. The icons weren't there. You have to actually go in the menu and put the icons there, right? Because what they had before was a swipe, the swipe up stuff. I'm not into the swipe stuff. You know, like I've never been good at that. I mean, even on the old phone, the Samsung 3, somebody had phoned me and I'm trying to swipe and they're hanging up and all kinds of stuff, right? I mean, it was just a nightmare until I figured out there's an option of just pressing the home button and you can answer it. So, I mean, you know, this is a generational thing. But I'll tell you something. This phone is awesome. I mean, compared to the technology of this, it is just incredible. But when you take a look at the sizes here, I mean, take a look at the size. There's a huge difference in size. And another thing that I got, I always used to get a case for the outside of my cell phone. Like this is just like a cheap gel silicone case. This one here I got, you know, from the Best Buy store too, is like, guys, this case is just, it's made for the phone. I don't know the manufacturer's name or anything like that, but it's just awesome. And then when I'm there, the girl at Best Buy says, we can put a screen protector on. Guys, I got all this for under $75 out the door. You know, including the phone and the case and this special cut screen protector thing. And she goes, they do it in-house. And it's from some Geek Squad or something. And I thought she was pulling my leg calling somebody a Geek Squad. I never heard of a Geek Squad before. But yeah, they got like this geeky people, you know, that do all kinds of technical stuff with cell phones and that kind of stuff. But they cut this out, they put it on, and I thought that was terrific. So I walked out the door with under $75 on a 2-year plan, and I got long distance, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with Kudos. With my Virgin plan, I could only dial within Canada after 7 o'clock at night, long distance. You know, when I talk about the marketing part of cell phones and that kind of stuff, there's very fierce marketing going on with the cell phone market and picking the right provider. And as you can see, what I've told you about Virgin Mobile just refusing to sell me a phone at one of their outlets, and them swearing that they have never sold a phone yet, was just incredible to me. Especially when I say my phone's broke down, I need a new phone. They say we don't sell you, can't sell you a phone. So I thought that was nuts. But I just want to mention something about this Best Buy. Guys, you would not believe the service I got at this Best Buy. So I mean, when somebody does something right, I like to give them credit. And this company, Best Buy, is the first time I ever dealt with them. But I walked in there and this young lady did absolutely an outstanding job of providing a service I didn't know existed. I didn't have to do nothing except sign my name and initials on a computer pad as we're going through the different menus of switching my service over from Virgin Mobile to Kudos. And to walk in there and originally thinking that I was going to spend $399 on a phone plus tax, and actually walking out with a plan that is $10 cheaper after 2 years and more features than what I had before for under 75 bucks was just incredible to me. And I mean, yeah, when you go into retail, a lot of people are always worried about people selling you stuff more than what you need and all this kind of stuff. But for me at Best Buy, guys, nobody from Best Buy has ever contacted me and say, you make a video and that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm just a small, you know, tiny little YouTube channel, right? And but when I want to go get another cell phone, guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go to Best Buy. Because I can go there, if this phone, if I run it over with my tractor, I can go back there and get a phone that day. And that's what I want. And Virgin Mobile, I don't know what you're going to do with your policy of not selling cell phones to people if theirs breaks down. I have no idea how that operates. But I thought maybe you might find some of this informative. And for all of you that are looking for a cell phone that works and does everything that you want, this Samsung A50 does more than I can ever think of. I'll tell you that right now. It's super fast. It does everything I can possibly think of. And for the first time in my life, I'm using this cell phone like a computer, which most of you are so naturally inclined to do being younger. And for me, if I can figure this out in my 60s, surely a lot of you my age or older can figure it out too. So thanks for joining me here today. If you've never seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe and get real, honest reviews. Cheers.